Hello everybody. Hold on, let me get this thing right. What is this? Okay, I wanted to come to you guys and hold on, this light bright as hell. I wanted to talk to you guys live so that you can understand what I be talking about when I be talking to y'all in emails, especially about hair, breakage, and all that stuff. Yeah. And when, especially for the winter, because the winter, the winter is disrespectful when it comes to the hair. And while I was doing my deep conditioning, my wash day, I wanted to talk to you guys because I wanted you to see basically what I do and why I do it, and sometimes why I take the extra steps, especially when you're dealing with ccca alopecia. Hi Mac, how are you? So y'all gonna sit here and watch me while I enjoy my wine. Hey Marie, how are you? And let's get to it. So don't mind the band-aid, I messed up my thumb. Hey Jay Johnson. So basically I'm gonna show y'all what I've been doing. Make sure as y'all come in, thumbs up the video. 2 to 4 days, Miriam. Please allow 2 to 4 business days, not including the weekends. Definitely not including the weekends because I need my time. So, all right. So right now what I have in my hair, I have the deep conditioning protein treatment. I be talking to a lot of people through email, especially when it comes to, you're welcome, Miriam, when it comes to the winter time and the shedding and everything like that. And I understand what you're going through. Why? Because I go through the same thing. I think in the wintertime, especially if you are living in like more of a, colder climates. Now, if you're living like in the tropics or you're living in California somewhere, God bless your soul, because you don't have to really deal with this. But for those who live in colder climates, when you are dealing with winter weather, your hair, especially in the winter, is like the air is more drier. So you're going to be more susceptible to hair breakage and shedding. So I wanted to come on here and just show you guys what I have been doing to combat that, because I deal with it too. And I just wanted to show you guys what I've been doing. So right now, what I have in my hair is the deep conditioning protein treatment. I put it in the rosemary container because I'm going to add some almond powder to it. Because for me, especially dealing with ccca, I have to take extra steps when it comes to my hair, because in certain areas it is way more sensitive than others. And I definitely get shedding during the wintertime and some breakage. Breakage mainly in my sensitive areas. My sensitive areas, hey Ms. Wings, are definitely here and in my crown section. So, and let me show you exactly what I mean. So I just took out some braids because what I do is, you can see my wig there. I put my hair in braids, like individual braids, and then I'll put my wig on just to leave my hair alone, especially during this time because it's crazy. So I think I had the braids in for about a week. But this is how much shedding I got from taking the braids out. But this is just to show y'all, like, this is that it's the winter. And another thing too I noticed during this hair growth journey, as my hair gets longer, I tend to have more shed hairs. I don't know if it got something to do with longer hairs or what, but that's something that I'm learning. So, for example, my sensitive areas, this doesn't have to do with the shed hairs. This have to do with the sensitive areas. When you have ccca, the areas that are sensitive to you or any type of hair, medical hair loss condition, the areas that are sensitive to you, you must treat them with care as much as possible. Now, my sister had a trip. When did we go? In January. We went to Punta Cana. And I was like, hey, Linda, I'm going to get a sew-in. You know, I'm trying to be cute. No. No. Because let me tell you what it is. My hair is already sensitive. It's the winter. And even though, like, in Punta Cana it's warmer, where I'm at it's not. So we have that dry air. So, where did it go? I can see it right here. You see that? I have breakage right there. And I knew I shouldn't have got that sewing. I went to the salon and everything, and my hair was like, they braided it too tight and it was on fire. Thank God my crown and stuff is still good. Let me show y'all. But it's just to say you have to be careful when it comes to our hair, especially with this condition, because we are sensitive. Like, we sensitive. Look at that. Like, I'm like, come on. But this has happened to me before in the sense of just gotta be careful. So I just wanted to show y'all what I do, especially as learning, especially when your hair is, you said, is this only when your hair is out? Honestly, Miriam, to me, she said, is this only you get the breakage when your hair is out, when it's protected? For me, is when my hair is out during the winter mostly, because when it's protected, when I have the big... How you put on do not disturb? Hey y'all, sorry. I had to put on do not disturb because he was calling my phone. But like I was saying, when it's protected, when I have my braids in, and then I'll just like put my wigs on, that's the one I'm gonna put on next. I'm good. But when it's out, especially during the winter, I'm not. Or if I do stuff that's like traumatic to the scalp, like getting tight braids, tight sew-ins and stuff like that, then I'm gonna have an issue. All right, so I have the deep conditioning protein treatment and what I do extra for my hair, because my strands, it's more of a, I don't know, I guess like a 4A texture, if you see it. Yeah, that's good, Miriam. Keep it covered. Because I even got like little scarves and stuff that I wear. Like if I'm in the house, even like I'll wrap it. It's not like tight, but it's just, you know, especially when you're going out, just keep it covered from the elements. But my texture is more like, I don't know, 3C, 4A, if y'all can see it right there. But I have very fine strands, so I have to be careful. So anyway, I have the deep conditioning protein treatment in here. I already have some in my hair, but what I'm going to do is add some of the almond powder. Now, in the deep conditioning protein treatment, it's already real protein in it. And the real protein definitely helps when it comes to shedding and everything like that. But for me, also, like I said, because I have ccca, I have to go the extra mile. And really, honestly, I don't even know if it's ccca or just because my hair strands are finer. I have fine hair strands. And you know, anybody who has fine hair strands know what I'm talking about. Like, your hair is very, you gotta protect them hair strands at every cost, because it'll get, yeah. So let me add some of this almond powder to this. I'm only adding it to this because it's only a little bit, and I'm probably going to end up putting the rest of my hair. If you're going to add almond powder to your conditioner, please, please, please make sure you're doing it in a separate bowl. If you do not do it in a separate bowl, your conditioner will mold, because almond powder is definitely organic, okay? So you want to make sure you add it in a separate bowl. Take some of the conditioner out in a separate bowl, put it in the, and then put the almond powder in a separate bowl and then mix it. This is how much that's in there. So you can see, I just added that much in there for that. So I'm just going to stir it up. And like I said, I already have the deep conditioning protein treatment in, but I'm going to add this mask for extra oomph. because if you don't know, almond powder is excellent in preventing hair shed, hair fall, and it strengthens your hair strands, and it has a lot of vitamins and minerals. What does this say? I can read what it says on the package. Let me mix this first. Kimberly, it's probably because of the winter. Tell me exactly what you're doing. Because when the I don't know if you live in like a colder environment, but sometimes like that winter air can be harsh on your hair. And then Kimberly, if you haven't set up a personal consultation, make sure you do, because it could be other stuff as well. All right, so this is mixed enough. So now I'm just gonna add some to my hair, but before I do, let me see if it has like some good information about almond powder on the back of here. Okay, so it says, indigenous to the Indian subcontinent, the almond fruit is rich source of vitamin C. Now, this is probably why my hair likes it, because my hair likes vitamin C, period. Period. And powerful antioxidant that works strategically with the body to rejuvenate for centuries. So people put it in their smoothies and stuff as well. Natives have also used almond to condition hair and skin. This bag contains certified organic 100% raw almond powder from India. All right, so it has vitamin A and vitamin C in it. So I guess that's why, I don't know, like this stuff, like my hair loves it. So I use it. So like I said, I already have the conditioner. I just mixed it. So I'm just going to part it in sections just to put it in. Oh, you know what? I need to trim my ends too, y'all. So y'all gonna see me do that too right now. Let me trim my ends first, because I haven't trimmed my ends in a while. I usually trim my ends every probably like 3 to 6 months. I don't trim it that often because I don't need to. For my hair, every 3 to 6 months is fine. So for my hair, I don't usually blow it out. I don't have to. I can feel when my ends are like raggedy. So what I do is I usually just put some conditioner in it like I'm doing now, and I trimmed it a little bit with I had the braid. But if y'all see those little straggly hairs right there, yeah, so I would cut that off. Like those little straggly hairs, yeah, I cut that off. So let me just trim before I deep condition. Well, add the almond powder. And pay no attention to my nails, y'all. I've been working like all weekend and I done popped all my nails off. So yeah. So yeah, that's how much I took off. That's not a lot. But I have to trim my ends, like, cause for me, trimming my ends, when I especially when I feel like it's getting raggedy, if you don't trim your ends when you're supposed to, what happens is it can break all the way up to the root. The split end can go all the way up to the root and then break off, and you don't want that. This break off though is from something totally different, but I'm just saying that's an example of what it can look like if you do not trim your ends when need be. Like, don't go too long walking around with no raggedy ends, because you don't want your stuff to like break off at the root, and that can be like the worst thing possible. The worst thing for me anyway. It should be for y'all too, because y'all trying to grow your hair back. But you get what I'm saying. Alright, so just gonna trim the ends here. You see the ends there? That's what I'm gonna trim right there. Like, I don't know. I don't do that. I don't do raggedy ends. Yeah, I don't do that. All right. See, it's not even that hard. So make sure y'all are trimming y'all ends. It is very important. Very. Like I tell people too, like in my emails, like if they be like, hold on, let me use the tangling brush because it'd be easier. What I tell them too is when you are, like say if you're having a lot of breakage and stuff, when is the last time you trimmed your ends? That's very important. Think about that and make sure you're trimming your ends because you could be having breakage because you have a lot of split ends. So you see them raggedy ends right there? Yeah, just that part. And I usually do it like in the just big sections like that. It doesn't have to be too small. Oh, I keep using the comb. I need to use the tangling brush. Take your time. Don't be all, and the next thing you know, you're bald headed. Don't do that. You want to take your time. You take time to grow your hair. You want to retain the length. So you don't want to be like being extra and then all your hair break off. Good thing you're going to be pissed. So I'm going to trim here. If I'm looking in a different mirror, I'm just trying to see what I'm doing. Yes, I love trimming my ends because I don't have time. All right, let's do this side. How many people in the chat right now actually trim their ends? Because I know not a lot of people do it, so I just want to know. It is very important to do. So if you trim your ends, make sure you comment below. And if you do, how often do you trim it? All right, so y'all see that there? That is, now I know better. But like I said, I've been having my hair in braids in a protective style, and I've just been washing it and then doing the braids over. But that is a no for me. I don't usually let my ends get like that. So I'm just going to cut all that off right there. And like I said, every 3 to 6 months is good for me. But you have to find out what's good for you and how your hair works. I keep going back and forth between the comb and the thing because they both right here in my face. Yeah, see, I felt this when I was taking the braids out, but I really feel it now and I can see it now, like the ends that need to go off. Okay, Lynn, you said you do every 3 to 4 months. Yeah, that's what I usually do. Johnson said you do your hair short, so you do it only on your... Wait. Hold on, Johnson, I'm reading your stuff wrong. I do quarterly, so you trim your hair quarterly. As my hair is short and I'm only into my second product order. Okay. Okay, yeah, because if your hair is shorter, yeah, I understand that. Because when my hair was shorter, especially in the TWA, I didn't trim as often. It probably was like 7 months out of the year. But as your hair gets longer, you got to make sure you're doing it because you don't want your hair like. And I just took a lot off of that, but like I don't be playing about my ends. Like I don't be I don't be playing about split ends. I really don't. Because and it's funny because like when I was younger, um, I used to trim my hair all the time, and my sister would be like, "Why are you trimming your hair? You always cutting your hair off." And I probably was doing it too often then, but now I know better and I know how much I need to. So yeah, Miriam, the almond powder to me is the extra oomph to the regimen. So, but you have to see like what works with your hair. Some, I haven't heard anybody who didn't really do well with the almond powder, but I do well with it. So, and it helps with shedding. A lot of people do well with it. All right, so wait on, let me make sure this part. Make sure my crown, because this is my sensitive area, so I gotta make sure I trim that. Take my time combing. Take your time on your sensitive area. On your whole head, but especially sensitive area. Yeah, the tea rinses is good too for the shedding, I heard. I haven't used it yet, but I drink green tea every morning, so I wouldn't be surprised if that definitely works for that. Every morning I drink green tea. All right. So that was that part, and there's another part of my crown. Comb it lightly on the ends. You don't want to mess it up. Hold on. What are y'all sensitive areas? Like I said, mine is my crown. What are y'all sensitive areas? Especially with ccca. All right. Now, after I do this, I'm probably not going to trim my hair, like I said, for like another 3 to 6 months. But I'll be cool. But when I need to trim it, I will definitely know. Because, like, my hair tells me, like, trim. And that could be, like I said, another reason why you're dealing with shedding. So you want to make sure your ends are trimmed as well. Make sure you're taking care of your ends. Hold on, because I got a shorter piece right here. So we is not going to cut it off. Yes, crown, back, and top is sensitive. T2. You ain't never lied. And like most people who have ccca have some type of autoimmune disease, like I told you in all my previous videos. So this is how much I trimmed off, you guys. Oh, wait, some on the floor. So this is how much came off in the trim. So when you have ccca, and like I said, most people have some type of autoimmune disease. My autoimmune disease, like I said before in my previous videos, is uveitis, which is inflammation of the blood vessel of the eye. And with uveitis, usually when my uveitis is flared, like when I'm having issues with it, is when I'm stressed out. When I'm stressed out, now I'm putting the AMA on it with the deep conditioning protein treatment mixed in. The protein deep conditioning treatment. When I'm stressed out, my uveitis flares crazy. Like I have to like watch my diet during that time. I have to make sure I'm deconditioning and using the scalp soothing mist during that time, because when your autoimmune disease or anything that you have on the inside, even for ones who might not even know they have stuff, because most people, I tell them to go to the doctor and get a workup just to make sure that they don't have anything. And then once they come back to me and say, all right, yeah, I was diagnosed with this and this and that, yeah, it's usually the culprit when it comes to ccca. Like, you have some type of autoimmune disease, even if you have like diabetes or arthritis or something like that. But for me, my condition is rare, especially for me, especially the age I was diagnosed. How old was I? I just had my youngest daughter, and I think so. I think I was 22. I was 22 years old when I was diagnosed with uveitis. And I was having hair loss issues prior to that. So, and uveitis definitely is inflammation in the body, because I'm having inflammation in my eyes. And I still have issues from it today, of course. Like, I still have flare-ups from time to time. Like, if I don't, like, get on it as soon as I have the flare-up, it's going to get worse and worse. So, and I don't want that to affect my hair, so I have to get on it pronto. And I'm going to do a separate video in regards to that, y'all, because I was having issues with the flare-up. And I'm going to tell you, like, what caused it and what I did to fix it. Because I'm still doing stuff to fix the uveitis flare-ups. Because, like, I think I went, like, 3 or 4 years without flare-ups for uveitis. I have to look that up, Nicole. Acne keloids. You got to let me know what that is. That kind of like that video I did with the guy who had the boils? I think it was like folliculitis something. But yeah, you have to get everything under control, and that's why we be telling y'all about the anti-inflammatory diet and all that stuff. Marie, the consultations are by email right now, because I'm just too busy, honestly, to do them by phone. I'm too busy. Like, only reason why I'm live with y'all now is because it's the weekend. So, on the weekend, I make sure I take time for myself and my family. So, I have to do those consultations by email right now. All right, and look, I'm getting this stuff all over me. No towel. Use a towel, y'all. But I know once I take this, once I rinse this treatment out, which I'm going to get in the shower to do, my hair going to feel, you can feel like the strength in your strands when you do it. And that's what I'm going to feel once I rinse this out. So, yeah. I'm going to feel the strength in my strands. And I'm also going to have less shedding and breakage. Look, everywhere. Less shedding and breakage, and which is the purpose of this video, especially for the winter. So I'm going to finish putting a little bit more of this in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and answer y'all questions. Oh, Michael, you said it's like bumps in the head. Yeah, did you see that video I did with the client who had something like that with the bumps in the head? Because, y'all, I have a bump in my head, too. I didn't even know all this time. First of all, I had this bump in my head since I was 16 years old. That's a cyst. Any of y'all ever watch Dr. Pimple Popper? If y'all ever watched her, she started on YouTube and then she like got her own show. Yeah. I have a whole little cyst in my head and I didn't even know it. And maybe it's all related somehow with the inflammation, because guess what? If my head itches with the ccca, guess where it started? Where my little cyst is. So, and it's little, it looks like a pimple, but it's not, it's a cyst. All right, y'all. So, I'm going to put this cap on my hand. I'm going to answer y'all questions, and then, yeah, we're going to go from there. So I'm going to get to your question, Nicole. Just give me a second. Let me wipe this stuff off my hands and put this cap on. All right. Oh, my God. I am so up from the floor up everywhere. All right, so if you have any questions, make sure you put it in the chat right now before I start answering. Also, make sure you please thumbs up this video right now. While you're in the chat, please thumbs up right now, right now. While I prepare to answer your questions. And I'm probably going to leave this in for about 30 minutes, y'all. Because the clay can get hard, so you don't want to leave it in too long because Alma is a clay. Yeah, so about 30 minutes. And then I'm going to get in the shower and rinse it out. Okay, questions. Let me go all the way to the top and go down. Hey, Mark. Hey, Marie. Hey, I Johnson. Miriam. Miss Weems. Hey, sis gal. How you doing? Hey, T2 Bless. Linda. Radada. Hey, Stephanie. Okay. Stephanie said, currently have your hair growth conditioner in my hair right now. Yes. So we doing the same thing. Yes. We got to get it together. Miriam, is this only when your hair is protected? Well, she asked that during the live. She was asking about the breakage. And usually, like I said, it's when my hair is out and not protected. And protected for me is individual big braids and wear my hair, put a wig on my head. Like, especially during the winter. Now, during the summer, I don't gotta do all that. I can do wash and goes. My hair be flourishing and everything. But in the winter, I gotta be like extra precautious. Like most people do. Like, for example, your skin. You ever had like your skin be all moisturized in the summer and the winter it's like extra dry. You gotta do extra stuff. Like, it'd be too much. Like, I gotta put the skin clearing body butter on my feet like twice a day. Isis Gal, you said, oh, wait. Oh, I don't know what that was, Miriam, what you said. You had a bad habit of picking at something. Sis Gal said I had braids for 3 days. They were too tight, and I had to do a big chop again. Child, I know. Now I realize how sensitive my hair is. Excellent information to give. Yes, Sis Gal, because like I said, I did the sewing for my sister's trip, and my hair was like, no. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Do you not remember who we are? That's how my hair was. And literally, as soon as I got back from that trip, I took it out and deep conditioned my hair. Yes, like, so it's like, honestly, it's not really sad because, like, it's just certain things that we can't do, y'all, and it's okay because you don't want to go back to those bad practices that made your hair get the way it is in the first place, or makes your hair more sensitive because you already know that it's already sensitive. So you got to be careful. Kimberly said, hey, hello, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. My hair is growing so good, but now it's coming back out. Yeah, Kimberly, that's what I was saying. Email me because you may need a personal consultation because your hair, is like the rest of us. So you got to be careful. So you might need something detailed for you. But you can do like I'm doing now. You see, I'm deep conditioning. Try weekly or every 2 weeks. Make sure you're moisturizing your hair as well. Do not use any products with chemicals in it because it's not going to work. Use the moisture sealing hair butter or the organic refreshing hair mist like I use on mine. Moisture sealing hair butter for your strands. And that should lock it in because when you're sensitive, like, you don't need anything with chemicals too much. And it has to be like alopecia friendly, like ccca friendly. Max said, is the powder available? No, it's not. The almond powder is not available on my website right now, but it will be. I'm looking for it in bulk. Okay, Kimber, you said you'll get one and you'll email me. Yes, okay, good. Good. Oh, Vaughn, you can also get the almond powder off of Amazon.com. That's where I got mine. Mary, you said, is almond an alternative? And I think I answered that in the sense of, if your hair is like thin and fragile like mine, I definitely suggest almond. If you got thicker strands and it's just like you got hair loss, you probably don't need it. But for thin gals like myself, yeah, it works excellent. Christy said, I drink green tea and use it topically as well. And you're right, it is great for shedding due to its DHE blocking properties. Yes, girl. I'm gonna have to try it in a tea rinse. I always drink it, but I never used it, the green tea on my hair. But I used some other, I don't know, child. It was a long time. You know, y'all don't even know how many things I tried in the past, child, before I actually came up with these products. And Nicole, like I was saying, the condition you had, you said acne keloids. A client that I had, I forgot exactly what the name of his condition was, but it was folliculitis. It started something with a D, something D, folliculitis D something. And basically what he had was boils on his scalp, under his head. It wasn't so like more like the cyst like you see on Dr. Pimple Popper. Or no, actually it was. It was, but also in the sense of they're like infected and stuff like that. So he would just get, even if a little hair grew, it would go in it and it would infect it, and he would get like bumps all over his head. So one thing I did for him, and he did get a personal consultation, but one thing he used that helped with that was the scalp soothing mist and the Listerine rinses. And I also formulated his shampoo for his specific condition. So this is why I tell y'all to set up personal consultations, because whatever your situation is, I might say, okay, I might need to do this for you. I might need to do this for you. I might need to do this for you. Because everybody's situation is different. So for his situation, it definitely was different. And he was the first case that I dealt with that had this condition. And I formulated his shampoo for him. Also the scalp soothing mist and stuff like that. So you definitely want to set up a personal consultation. And if you look on my videos, you'll see that his cyst that he had on his head went down. And most of the time you have to have those surgically removed or drained. So I was very proud that I was able to help him in that. Definitely. All right. Let me see. Marie Thomas, you said my scalp is on fire. I'm dying for that organic hair growth for you. Oh no, girl, why is it on fire? Look, those, you got ccca? Because that's the only thing. Or what else? Lincoln Plano planaris definitely has just got on fire too. A lot of my clients tell me that. Jennifer said, hello, love your products. Thanks, love. I appreciate that. Max says, okay, ccca, Marie. Yeah, then your scalp is on fire. And I feel your pain. Marie, what do you have right now? Like, what are you doing for your hair? Maybe I can help you while we live. All right, Max said, due to scarring, alopecia, my hair does not grow evenly, so I cut it down close, bald. What steps and or products should one use growing from a bald head? My flare-ups are on the sides and top of the crown. Mac, I honestly got to see your hair to see specifically, but I'm going to tell you what you can probably do right now. Right now, today, you can go to Walgreens, you can go to Rite Aid, Walmart, and get some Listerine. Mine is in the shower, so I'm not going to jump up and get it. But you can do the Listerine rinse. That will help with the flare-ups and everything like that. But honestly, for what you were saying, the condition that you have, I really got to see your hair to give you a detailed regimen, because you might need a formulated shampoo as well. All right, guys. So I just wanted to come on here real quick. My husband waiting for me. Why you give me that side like that?
I'm sorry, it wasn't no side.
Give me the side.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
So we about to run out, and look, now I gotta go out with this on my head, so I'm gonna just put the towel on it. But we about to run out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Marie said using onion juice. I used the Listerine this morning. Okay, Marie. Marie, do the Listerine rinse for 2 weeks, but you are gonna have to get the products. You're definitely going to need them. I'm telling you that right now, because the Listerine is only going to help with so much. Mac, okay, yeah, Mac, I look forward to you setting up a consultation. Mickle, you would do the same thing, set up a consultation, and then I will send you instructions on how to send pictures. And T2 Bless, thank you, love. I appreciate that. All right, guys, so I will see you in the next video. Let me know if you want me to go live soon, and if what you want me to talk about in the comments below. I got you. And okay, Marie. Okay, I got you. You said you ordered it. Okay, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.